Hey everybody, it's Rigo with Rigo Travels. Rigo has traveled to Florida been here since Tuesday. Been cleaning out a storage unit, so I am coming to you from a storage facility in Pensacola, Florida. Storage unit had a combination of things of myself and my mother's. It's a pretty emotional week here. A few days. I came in Tuesday, I think. Yeah, I've been working 4.5 days on this thing and thought I'd take care of it 2 days. About a day and a half left, so in reality 3 days. But thought I would share with you something that just happened. I'm part of Rigo Travels. All right, so I've got a bike. I bought it when I was down in Miami Beach. Loved it and when I lived there, I rode my bike everywhere. So here it is. All right. I bought the bike rack locally from somebody here because my truck is loaded. But what happened was I just went out to the beach to see some friends and was turning it off because I've forgotten a few things, I think. So I'm going to make sure if I have, because I'm kind of on the way. But the bike, so I'm pulling it off, then this truck pulls up next to me and goes back and forth, gets my attention, and points to the back. So my bike was laying flat. Now I've got it attached here and there, but obviously this did not hold super well. So this is called a pizza rack. And I'm going to remove it, and see if that gives me a little bit more stability. And I mean, I can see from the back, but I just wasn't paying attention. And also, I'm going to rope it, secure it from there, down there. So just, yeah, so just keep that from happening again. I'm going to put it in this message and video, and then also probably do something all by itself. I'm going to, or just letting everybody know that these first few months, or forever long, you may sense a little sadness with me, and that's just because of my mom. She's all I had, and so I am beginning to build my life with just me. But you know, a lot of people have been through what I'm going through. I mean, everybody goes through it, but it's nothing you can prepare for when you lose someone you love, and everybody grieves differently. But life goes on. I mean, I was sharing with someone the other day about how we're fortunate to live in a time we do, because not in too far distant past, people would be killed by disease, wild animals. So life was a lot more uncertain back then. And just read a book about a fighter pilot, World War II in Vietnam, and I mean, losing people you know in war and battles. So it's just, I mean, it's what we deal with. We have to move on. I'm moving on, doing my best. It's currently about 2 o'clock here. I'm going to travel as far as I can get today, because I've got to be back in LA by Friday. I want to be back by Thursday. I actually want to be back by Wednesday, so I can have a little time just to sort through what's all in this truck, because I don't know where any of my stuff is right now. How about that? Something about someone like me is, if we don't see something, we lose track of it, we forget about it. So I found lots of cool stuff that I didn't know I had, or if I got I had. But yeah, saw my friends at the beach, but the wind was blowing really high. It was blowing. How do you say that? The wind was really blowing, and blowing from the west. So where the marina is, where my boat was, the water would just keep coming from the back, from the stern. Just bounce around. So I don't miss that at all. Just to be able to sleep in a bed that doesn't move is pretty good luxury. All right, so let me look at my storage unit. Let me secure this. Let me take off that pizza rack. I'll come at you a little bit later on, let you know where I am, but I think I'm just going to go just see how close I can get to Dallas. Maybe get a little bit past it, then crash. Then not crash. I don't like to use that word when I'm doing a road trip. And then just pull over and sleep for a couple hours. And I mean, that's what I'll do. I've got Audible, so I'm gonna get some books on tape. Or not really books on tape, but you know what I mean. And we'll see what I can learn on this trip. So let me get the pizza rack. I'm also going to see if I can find the keys to these blocks. I remember seeing them, but I don't remember where. But that's kind of what my world's been like the past few days. Is I remember seeing it, I just don't remember where. All right, so hope everyone's doing well. I'll talk to you later. Bye. All right, everybody. Rigo with Rigo Travels. Here's what we have after all that stuff. Number one, cut in half worked. Had to do some rearranging, but got it. And here's the bike without the pizza rack. So this goes up maybe a little bit more firm. I've tied it in a couple times. So we'll see what we got. I have to stop with this thing for gas about every 2-3 hours, so I will check it and I'll be looking up from the back, see what I can see. For any of you that may be thinking about being DIYers, do-it-yourselfers, let me tell you this. Every project's going to take longer than you think. You're going to do things, you're going to lose bolts, make wrong cuts. Every one of us deals with it, and it's all part of the process. All part of the process of doing it yourself. Because, like I said, I've got some piece of rope that are cut about 1.5 feet each that I use for odds and ends, and so that's what I was going to use on my bike, but they were already stored and I have no idea where they were. So I just had a bag of line laying around. That's what I used. Part of being an old sailor. Don't have that much rope lying around because I gave some away, sold some a little bit. So I'm about to start this trip from my storage unit. Been here 4 nights. Spent 2 nights in hotels, and 2 nights on a boat. So, and leaving here, it's just, you know, like I said, it's just, my life's just so different right now. Because I would be texting Mom, I'm leaving now. If I hadn't gone and see her, I'd go see her, see how she's doing. I would have said goodbye, see you next time. Monica, she said, she would always tell me, you know, text me when you get there. So, no one text. I'm gonna figure something out with this Rigo Travels thing to fill that gap for me, and because we got to be creative. I'm not quitting. I'm just thinking of different ways that might be able to do this. Oh, something I learned about my truck. All right. See those two clear bulbs? Oh, there's two clear lenses right there with a red thing. That is my third brake light, and I had to replace it. And the first bulb I got from AutoZone didn't fit, so we ended up going back. But what do you think those lights are? Because I thought they were reverse lights. So I was pretty ingenious. I picked up something I had, propped my gas, put the emergency brake in, and put it in reverse. So make sure, because I changed all my bulbs in the back. The reverse lights, but those didn't work. So I do what we do in 2026. I Googled it, went to YouTube. Those are my cargo lights. And to turn them on, I'll show you how to turn them on. So if you got a second gen Tundra, you might have this. And I was just wondering, let me turn that key off. I was just wondering what that was right here. On, off door. And see, it's got that. That's your cargo lights. So the settings, I got them off. If I went to door, they'd come on when I open my door. And when I do on, they'd be on all the time. So, interesting. All right, so I'm about to head out. Gosh. I'm gonna find me a good book, keep me interested. Another thing, I had a whole bunch of tie-offs for things like that for my other bike rack. And when I was cleaning things out, guess what I did? Yeah, threw them out. I threw them out. All right, so let's see what we got. I'm gonna find something else because if I'm gonna be driving through the night, I don't want this thing to fall out. So I'm gonna get another line and sort it out. I got other lines, so I'm gonna tie it off one more time. Just double check it. All right, hope you're well. Wish me luck. I don't need luck. I do need luck. Keep me in your thoughts. Rigo out for now. Hey, I was just talking for about 2 minutes, realized I wasn't recording anything. It's Rigo with Rigo Travels. Rigo travels differently than, well, Rigo travels differently. All right, I've been trying to get away from here since noon. I haven't done it. Like I said, I had an incident with the bike on bike rack where it flopped over. Luckily it was attached so it wasn't dragging. But I have since, I have since tied 2 ropes. The white rope attached here goes down to the hitch, comes back up right here. The blue rope attaches the wheel down there, goes up or down, back. So that's it. Someone just came in the storage unit and I'm parked right in the middle of the road. I'm not gonna leave yet because I'm gonna try something. I have an old Dometic refrigerator. Rigo likes chocolate milk. All right. So I'm going to see if I can make room for it. So I'm going to see. Probably spend about 10 more minutes playing. So in reality, probably spend about 30 minutes. I'll let you know what happens later. All right, it's Rigo with Rigo Travels. I promise you I'm going to get going on this trip in a bit. But let me show you what I have. All right. So this is my old Dometic freezer. It has 12-volt power and the regular plug. DC is the power that comes out of the cigarette lighter type things. I have a third-party 12-volt, and cigarette lighter is called 12-volt plug that does not work. So I've got it plugged into my Jackery Power Outdoor, 1,000 watts. And what I have is I have the charger charging from the cigarette lighter, and this is powering the fridge. The fridge right now is 68 degrees, a little hot. Got it set for 37 degrees. So I could have me some ice cold chocolate milk sometime tomorrow. But that's it. So I've got to figure out where all this goes. I pulled this out, my trusty old friend, and I was a little apprehensive from the dropping it and bouncing it off my ankle. Because what had happened is the post, the top legs, and I'll show you when I get it set up, for the desk I have were too long. It wouldn't fit. So I had to cut them off about 9 inches each, and had to pull out the grinder to do it. So I'm gonna take the grinder with me. And so let me get everything else set. One other thing, I didn't have much room right here. So if you're in a situation and you don't have much room behind your passenger seat, be sure to move your passenger seat up. That's what I did and solved the problem. There is my, you can barely see it, my air shocks. Like I said, it's not working, or doesn't appear to be working. So I'll sort that out too. All right, I'm procrastinating. I don't know why. So it's kind of odd time. It's 4:30. 6 hours I can be in Jackson, Mississippi, or in that lonely stretch between Alexandria or Lafayette and Shreveport. Just where it's leaving right now, I'm not gonna have any time to hang out with friends in Dallas while I'm heading out, and I've really not made that many friends out in LA yet. So, which is on me. I just gotta get out. I'm gonna find me a senior adult group and get plugged into it. Actually, had a dream a couple nights ago about being a senior adult. Well, it was some kind of crazy dream, but a lively group of people showed up, a big group for where I was, and they all had gray hair. So, think about putting feelers out and about getting back into ministry, doing senior adult activities, senior adult ministry, because I've got a lifelong experience. Gosh, I understand grief so much, what's needed for families. Just want to be with a group of people, and we put things in place where we finish strong and where we make a difference in the world around us. That's it. So we'll see where that goes. But anyway, let me get everything back in shape and let me get on the road. All right, talk to you later. Bye. All right, don't know if you can see this or not, but that's what we got going on right here. So this charger is at 94%. The input is 53 something, and the output is 45. So that's good. More is coming in than going out. And then when I get a 12 volt, it will do even less. So I'll reach out to the medic tomorrow. Let's get started. Anyway, I'll reach out to the medic tomorrow and get a 12 volt that'll work for this thing. We're already down 59. Started at 68. Now we're at 59 degrees. Be at 37 before you know it. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. Oh, you're still with me. All right, I'm really getting out of here. Talk to you later. Bye.